Want to welcome you in to the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Alex Napolis here with you. It's game number 2 of the 6A girls basketball semifinals. The number 1 in the RPI, the Copper Hills Grizzlies, getting ready to go head-to-head with the number 5 Bingham Miners. It is the Grizzlies in the white. They'll be going to the left of your screen here. And it is the Miners in the black as the Copper Hills Grizzlies win the tip. And we're underway. Game number 2 with the 6A semifinals. Lone Peak awaits their opponent. Barker puts it up, can't get it to go. And the ball comes out to the Bingham Miners. Finau crosses the timeline. Gets it underneath. Back out now to Finau. Ball put up and gets it to go. Finau gets the first 2. For the Bingham Miners, 2-0. 7:20 left to go. Bingham take the lead here on Copper Hills. The Grizzlies on the other end trying to find a quick response. Marston. Ledger now underneath. Ball put up. Barker can't get it to go. Comes back out to Finau, and now here comes Horsley, who pushes it up for the Bingham Miners. A 3, and it's no good. Rebound brought in by Marston. Copper Hills quickly going down the other way with Barker. Barker puts it up, no good. And the rebound brought in by Bingham. Horsley pushes it up for the Bingham Miners. Horsley gets it up and gets it to go. Quick 4-0 lead for Bingham, 6:34. Copper Hills still looking for their first points of the morning. Ledger. And that ball goes out of bounds and out. Copper Hills will retain possession. Marston gets the ball in. Ledger to Barker. Back to Barker. Here's Aspen Frazier. Ledger, Marston. Across to Barker. Underneath. Frazier puts it up, and Aspen Frazier can't get it to go. Horsley now in possession for Bingham. Horsley relieves it for Roberts. Now Finau. And a foul called as Aspen Frazier will get her first. And the second team foul here for, or excuse me, first team foul for Copper Hills. The Grizzlies still looking for their first points. Ball lobbed up and brought down by Finau. Lobs it underneath, looking for Casperson. Ball comes out to Horsley. Horsley spins. Guarded by Marston. Horsley puts it up and gets it to go. And the foul called Horsley. Marston called for the foul. Horsley at the line with the chance at a 3-point play. 5:27. And Horsley gets it to go. Extends this lead 7-0. Bingham with the lead. The number 5 taking the 7-point lead above number 1. Marston. Underneath. Ball stolen away by Bingham. Horsley quickly going down the other way for the Bingham Miners. Plays it to Peoples. Now back to Horsley. This is Roberts. Peoples can't get it to go off the 3-point attempt. Ball comes out to the Copper Hills Grizzlies. The Grizzlies need a response here, down by 7, 4:43. Still looking for their first points in this one. Ledger to Barker. Now Ledger can't connect with Marston. It goes out of bounds, and now a turnover and a timeout taken by the Copper Hill Grizzlies. 4:30 left to go. Bingham up 7-0 here on the Rewind Sports Network.
With a Tab Spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
How's your card?
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned me. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
And I want to welcome you back into the Rewind Sports Network. Alex Napoles here with you. Game number 2 of the semifinals. It's brought to you by Tap Bank, home of the Tap Bank Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Bingham here in possession. Underneath as Casperson puts the ball up. Can't get it to go. Still Bingham in possession. A 3, and it's good. Evelyn Roberts adds another 3 for the Bingham Miners. A 10-point lead with 4:06 left to go. Barker here trying to get a 3 of her own, and it's good. First points of the night for the Copper Hill Grizzlies go to Barker. And it's 10-3, Bingham lead. Horsley. Casperson. Underneath, Casperson puts it up and gets it to go. 12-3, Bingham lead. Casperson adds 2. Ball on the other end with Copper Hills as Frazier gets it out to Ledger. Now back to Frazier for 3. Aspen Frazier adds 3, and quickly the Copper Hill Grizzlies trying to cut into this lead, 12-6. With 3:14 left to go. Back-to-back three-point shots for the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Horsley on the wing. Gets it out to Casperson. Casperson gets it to Finau. With 2, with 8, with 7, puts it up and gets it to go. Finau adds 2. And it's 14-6, 2:47 left to go. In the corner. And almost lost the handle. Ball still here with Copper Hills as the whistle and the foul called. This one will go against Addie Horsley. Called for her first foul of the day. And substitutions here for both sides. Abby Bush into the game for the Copper Hills. Bush getting her first look here. Abby Bush. Marston for 3, and it's good. 3 straight three-point shots for Copper Hills. 14-9 as the Grizzlies doing their best to roar back into this one. 2:12 left to go. Bingham on the other end trying to extend their lead with Horsley, who drives, puts it up, off the iron, no good, and it goes out of bounds and out. Turnover here for the Bingham Miners, ball going back to Copper Hills. Barker on the baseline to inbound, gets it into Abby Bush. Bush will bring it up for the Grizzlies, back to Barker, who crosses the timeline. 1:57 left to go. Marston to Bush, back to Marston. Now Bush. Barker gets it across to Marston. Marston looking to drive, instead tangled up. The whistle and a jump ball called. It's going back to the Bingham Miners with 1:42 left to go. Number 5 in the RPI leads it. And ball back in play here with Addie Horsley. Horsley crosses the timeline. Bingham. Horsley puts it up. No good. And a jump ball called. Marston jumped up for the rebound, jump ball, and Copper Hills will retain possession. Substitution as Littlewood checking in for Bingham. It's Barker. Copper Hills here with possession. Marston on the wing, underneath to Frazier. Frazier to Johnson. Ball put up and gets it to go. Barker gets it within 3, 14-11. Barker now with 5 points. On the other end, it's Blanchard for Bingham. Horsley will leave it for Finau. Finau drives. Ball put up and in. Iman Finau with 6 here in the first quarter for the Bingham Miners. 16-11. They lead it with 39 seconds left. Marston and Copper Hills looking for a response here prior to the end as Abby Bush pulls up for 3. 2-point game, 16-14 with 25 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Horsley brings it up for the number 5. Horsley directing traffic, 10 seconds on the clock. Horsley drives, and the whistle, and a foul called. 6 seconds left. 13th foul for Copper Hills. And substitutions coming up for both sides. Littlewood plays it in. Here's Blanchard. Ball lobbed up by Richardson. Can't get it to go, and that'll do it here for the end of the first quarter. Strong start by the Bingham Miners, up by 10. Copper Hills came roaring back, but Bingham still leads it 16-14 as we head to the second quarter. Don't go anywhere. More action here on the Rewind Sports Network when we return.
Spend checking account. You earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Copper card.
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned. Sorry, Grandma. Tab Spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
Second quarter action about to get underway here at the Huntsman Center. It's game number 2 of the 6A girls basketball semifinals. Bingham leading it 16-14 to start second quarter action. A 3 by Richardson is no good, and it goes out of bounds and out. Ball will go back to the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Chance here to tie or take a lead. Down by 2, 7:43. Barker, cross-court pass to Marston. Ball underneath to Johnson. Marston, 4-3, gets it to go! And the Copper Hill Grizzlies taking their first lead. 17-6, up by 1. Thanks to that 3-point shot by Marston. 6 points here on the day for Marston. Horsley. Now Casperson. Blanchard. And a timeout taken by the Bingham Miners. We'll take it as well here on the Rewind Sports Network. 1:10 left to go here in the second quarter. Copper Hills up 17-16 after that Marston three-point shot. Bingham with possession on the other end, trying to find a response and take back their lead. Horsley here with possession. Horsley drives to the lane, ball put up and in. Shot clock violation. Did not get it off in time. The bucket does not count. And Copper Hills will get the ball back. A shot clock violation here for the Bingham Miners. Copper Hills back in possession with Marston. Marston gets it to Bush. Bush to Marston. Barker. Ball underneath and swatted away. That was Creer who tried to get it up. Instead, it's coming the other way for the Bingham Miners. And they lose possession. As Evelyn Roberts over on that far sideline couldn't bring the ball in. Copper Hills with the ball back. Still 17-16. Grizzlies lead it. Barker to Creer. Now Marston. Here's Bush. Gets it to Barker. A three coming from Johnson, no good. As it goes in and out. Ball remains with Copper Hills. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Barker. Barker on the wing gets it to Marston. Marston near the top of the key will play it back to Barker. Barker plays it back to Marston. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Bush. Bush to Marston. Marston with a deep three-point shot. And no good. Rebound brought in by Casperson, who leaves it for Horsley. And Horsley crosses the timeline for the Bingham Miners. Bingham here in possession with Finau. Finau drives, ball put up, and gets it to go. Nicely done by Finau as Bingham take the lead back, 18-17. Ball stolen away. And coming down the other way is Bingham. Horsley spins, ball put up, can't get it to drop. Rebound by Finau. Casperson with it now, puts it up, no good. And Copper Hills get the ball back. Bush plays it across to Barker. Barker plays it back to Bush. Bush to Marston on the wing. Here's Skyly Barker. Ball put up, and it's good! And the foul as Skyly Barker takes it in. And one. Opportunity, a three-point play coming up for Copper Hills, 19-18. Barker trying to make it a two-point game, 4:50 left to go here in the second. Ball is up and it's good. Barker good on the free throw. Now has 8 here in game number 2 of the 6A girls basketball semifinals. Lone Peak awaits for the winner of this one in the state championship game. 4:37 left to go. Casperson plays it to Finau. Comes out to Roberts underneath. Reset, plays it back to Finau. Finau now drives. Goes down, loses the handle, a travel called, and a turnover for Bingham. Ball's going back the other way. Copper Hills will get the ball back. 4:22 as they lead it by 2. Grizzlies going down the other way. And one back by Horsley. Horsley with a lane to the basket. Ball put up and in. Addie Horsley with 7. Ties it up at 20 apiece. 4 minutes left to go. 2 region foes who are all too familiar with themselves. Ball put up and we're all tied at 20. Out of bounds and out. Ball will remain with Copper Hills. Bingham yet to beat Copper Hills this season. Both region games in favor of the Grizzlies. The first one ended 53-44, the final. The second one, 56-46. His third time the charm for the Bingham Miners. All tied up at 20 underneath. Creer kicks it out to Marston. Marston gets it to Barker. Barker spins, ball put up and no good. Casperson trying to bring it in. Ball ends up at Roberts. Now Horsley bringing it up for Bingham. Crosses the timeline, drives to the lane. Ball put up and no good, but the whistle and a foul called. Ball here at the free throw line for Horsley. Barker calls for her first foul of the night. Horsley's free throw is up and good. And one more free throw coming up here for the Bingham Miners. They take a 1-point lead off the free throw. Chance here for another. Horsley. Ball is up. Ball is good. 22-20 with 3:20 left to go. Horsley with 9 points for Bingham. Ledger gets it to Marston. Marston plays it to Frazier. Frazier in the corner. Back to Marston. Marston to Barker. Gets it to Marston, underneath to Ledger. Ledger, Marston for 3. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound comes out to Casperson. And almost stolen away, but the whistle and a foul called. Aspen Frazier called for the foul, her third. Here in the semifinal, second team foul for the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Horsley will bring it up for the number 5 in the RPI. A 3, no good. Rebound brought in by Barker. The whistle and a foul called. Horsley called for the foul, her second. And ball here will remain with the Copper Hill Grizzlies. 2:29 left to go in the second. Copper Hill's down by 2, 22-20. Bingham lead. Marston gets it to Barker. Barker kicks it out to Ledger. Ball underneath and stolen away by the Bingham Miners. Coming up with possession there is Richardson, who plays it to Roberts. Roberts back to Horsley. Horsley spins, kicks it out. Casperson in the paint, ball put up, no good. And it comes out to Marston. Marston will push it up, gets it to Ledger. Ledger crosses the timeline. Copper Hill still down by 2. Barker. Barker, jumper, no good. Hits the iron, bounces out. Ball comes out to Blanchard. And now Bingham pushing it the other way with Horsley. 23 on the shot clock. Horsley getting set here for the Bingham Miners. Horsley near the top of the key, kicks it out. Blanchard to Casperson. With 3, with 2. Horsley puts it up, beats the shot clock, and it's good. 24-20 with 55 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Horsley now has 11, leading all scorers in the semifinal. Barker to Marston. 17 on the shot clock. Ball stolen away by the Bingham Miners. Horsley bringing it up now for the number 5 in the RPI. Shot clock is off, 27 seconds left here in this first half. Horsley happy to watch the clock wind down. .12 on the clock, 24-20. Bingham setting up for the final possession here. A corner 3, no good. Casperson, second chance opportunity is no good. And that'll do it here for the end of the first. 24-20, the number 5 Bingham leads it over Copper Hills. Addie Horsley leading all scorers with 11 for Bingham as they take the lead into the halftime break. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick step away here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Second half action, 6A semifinals when we return. On KSLSports.com. Alex Napoles here with you as we get ready to start second half action between the number 1 in the RPI, the Copper Hills Grizzlies, and the number 5 Bingham Miners. Currently, Bingham up 24-20 as we start second half action. It is the Copper Hills Grizzlies in the white. They're going to the right. And it is the Bingham Miners in the black with the blue trim. And they'll be going to the left here as they lead it by 4. Marston. Marston will play it underneath to Frazier. Jumper, it's good. And Aspen Frazier gets the first 2 of the second half. And it goes to the Copper Hills Grizzlies as they cut the lead down by 2. Aspen Frazier with 5 points on the day here in game 2 of the semifinal. The Lone Peak Knights await the winner. A 3 from Finau, no good. Comes out to Barker with the rebound. Barker lobs it up to Marston. Marston plays it back to Frazier. Now here's Barker in the corner. Kicks it out to Ledger. Now Frazier in the corner for Johnson. Marston with 15 on the shot clock. Plays it to Barker. Frazier lobs it back to Barker. Barker puts it up, can't get it to go, and Casperson with the rebound. Bingham with possession. Horsley crosses the timeline. Bingham up by 2. 6:39 left to go in the third. Ball played to Casperson. And ball poked away by Copper Hills. Horsley will retain possession. Horsley drives. Ball put up and no good. Marston comes down with the ball. Here's Johnson, who plays it across to Barker. Barker crosses the timeline. Barker now drives to the lane. Ball put up, no good. Casperson comes out with the rebound. Horsley quickly cross-court pass and in by Peoples. Nicely done by Bingham. Gets the rebound, plays it out quick to Peoples, and now Peoples with her first 2 points of the day. 26-22 underneath Barker. Ball put up, and it's no good. Barker, who averages 19.6 points per game, so far with 8 tonight. Horsley for Bingham on the wing. Plays it across to Peoples. Peoples drives, and ball comes out, goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Bingham Miners as Copper Hills will get the ball back. Nicely defended by the Grizzlies. Still trailing 26-22 with 5:13 left to go. This is Marston. Johnson underneath to Barker. Barker taking it up and no good, but the foul as Skyly Barker will head here to the line for free throws, the senior with a chance to cut into this lead. Lena Casperson called for the foul, her first. Barker, free throws up, free throw is good. 3-point game, 5:03 left to go. Second free throw coming up for Barker. Substitution prior to as Bingham looking to make a change. Blanchard back into the game for the number 5 seed. Barker, free throws up, free throw is good, and goes 2 for 2 on that trip to the line, back within 2. 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Horsley plays it to Blanchard, who gets it to Finau. Finau will leave it for Peoples. Peoples gets it to Blanchard. Blanchard now drives underneath, tries to get it out, And it comes off of a Copper Hill Grizzly. Ball will remain with Bingham with 12 on the shot clock. Peoples to inbound. Scanning, gets it into Finau. Finau drives on Barker. Ball put up and in. And Iman Finau adding 2 to the Bingham Miners, 28-24. Barker here with possession. Ledger tries to get it into Frazier, but the whistle and a foul called. Finau called for the foul number 2. Second team foul for Bingham as well here with 4:23 left to go. Marston plays it into Barker. Comes out now to Marston. Marston goes all the way around, gets it up, can't get it to go, but the whistle and a foul called as Marston will head to the line for free throws with another chance to cut into this Bingham lead. Marston, free throw is up, free throw is good. And substitutions coming up for the Bingham Miners as well. Roberts back into the game. Second free throw's up, second free throw is good as Marston now has 8. It's back within 2, 28-26. Horsley brings it up for the Bingham Miners. Gets it to Roberts. Roberts plays it to Richardson. Leaves it for Horsley near the top of the key. Gets it back out to Finau. Finau drives, goes to ground, comes out to Roberts. Roberts back into Finau, but the whistle, as they'll say, Roberts stepped out of bounds. Turnover for the Bingham Miners. And almost stolen away. Ledger does a good job to keep the handle and comes out to Barker. Barker plays it to Ledger. Ledger to Marston. Marston now in the corner. Underneath again, Marston can't bring it in. And a turnover for the Grizzlies. Ball back with Bingham as Horsley with possession. .322 left to go in the third. Bingham up by 2. Chance here to extend this lead. Horsley gets it to Finau. Finau back to Horsley. Horsley drives on Barker, spins, ball put up. Barker with a huge defensive effort, gets the ball back, and now Skyley Barker going the other way is fouled. Skyley Barker coming up huge for Copper Hills on that possession, able to deny Horsley. And now the foul. Blanchard called for the foul. First for Blanchard. And the 4th team foul for Bingham. Marston lobs it into Barker. 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Chance to tie or take a lead. Another whistle and another foul called as Finau called for the foul there on Aspen Frazier. Foul number 3 for Iman Finau. And Copper Hills will keep possession. Again, to trigger the inbound is Marston. Finau quickly heading to the bench for a breather. And free throws coming up. Frazier with a chance here at the line to tie it up. Ball is up, ball is no good. Remains a 2-point game. Second free throw's up, second free throw is good. And it's a 1-point game, 2:53 left to go. Blanchard in possession, gives it to Horsley. 20 on the shot clock. Horsley near the top of the key. Guarded by Johnson. Horsley pulls up, can't get it to go. Rebound brought in by Barker. And now Barker going the other way for Copper Hills. Crosses the timeline, gets it to Marston. Marston. Cross-court pass to Barker. Frazier, Marston in the corner. Ledger. And a whistle and a foul called. Blanchard called for the foul, her second. 2:16 left to go here as Aspen Frazier heading back to the line. Frazier, free throw up, free throw is good. And we're back to 28 apiece. Substitutions coming up for both sides. Casperson back in for Bingham. And Abby Bush in for the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Frazier, ball is up. Ball is good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line, and Copper Hills take a 1-point lead, 29-28, with 2:12 left to go. Quickly, a timeout taken by the Bingham Miners, and we'll take it as well. Don't go anywhere. The conclusion of the third coming up next here on the Rewind Sports Network.
With a tab spend checking account, you earn big rewards. It's hard to not make a scene.
Copper card.
Oh, my card's right here.
That's a big card.
You should see how much it's earned.
Sorry, Grandma. Tab spend isn't just another checking account. It's packed with benefits.
How do I get one?
Just scan this QR code or go to tabbank.com. It's all online and super easy to get started.
And we'll welcome you back into the Huntsman Center here on the Rewind Sports Network. Alex Napolis here with you as the Copper Hill Grizzlies lead it by 29-28. Take this time to remind you that this game is brought to you by Tab Bank, home of Tab Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. But great rewards are just the beginning. Convenient online and mobile banking with no hidden or complex qualification requirements, no minimum opening balance, and no account fees. It's a big deal, member FDIC. Horsley does a good job to keep that one inbounds. Barker trying to come up with the steal. The ball's loose, and it comes up to Horsley. Horsley on the court gets it to Casperson. Now Bingham quickly going down the other way with Casperson. Casperson gets it into Peoples. Peoples puts it up and in. Takes a little bit of chaos, but in the end, Bingham back into the lead. Another lead change, and it's 30-29, 1:35 left to go. Marston. Barker drives, ball put up and in. Skyly Barker quickly giving the lead back to the Grizzlies, 31-30 with 1:20 left. Horsley brings it up for Bingham, gets it to Peoples. Peoples into Richardson. Richardson puts it up, no good. And now Johnson with the rebound. Leaves it for Barker. A minute left to go here in the third. Barker. Marston. Marston plays it to Bush. Bush to Barker. In the corner, Johnson underneath Frazier, or excuse me, that's Creer who puts it up and gets it to go. 3-point lead for the Grizzlies with 38 seconds left. Bingham bringing the ball up. It's Horsley near the top of the key, gets it out to Peoples in the corner. Now Casperson. Casperson spins. Looking for options now, has to kick it out to Peoples. 10 on the shot clock. With 8, with 7. Peoples spins, ball put up, and gets it to go. Big bucket there by Peoples, makes it 32-33. 1-point game with 7 on the clock. Barker trying to get the last shot off here. Barker gets it to Marston. Marston, a deep three. No good as it hits the glass, bounces out. But Copper Hills will take a 1-point lead into the fourth quarter. It's going to come down to the wire here at the Huntsman Center. Game 2 of the semifinals between the Copper Hill Grizzlies and the Bingham Miners. 33-32 as we take a step aside here on the Rewind. Fourth quarter action about to get underway here on the Rewind Sports Network. Alex Napoulis with you as we get ready to start the final quarter of the 6A semifinals. The Lone Peak Knights await in the championship game. Who moves on? We have 8 minutes to decide the winner here between the number 1 Copper Hills and the number 5 Bingham Miners. It's Bingham who start with possession here, but the whistle and a foul called as Abby Bush called for her first foul. Copper Hills with a 33-32 1-point lead to start the fourth. Region rivals in the semifinals. As Bingham here with Peoples. Peoples kicks it out, and we'll have a backcourt violation. Ball will go back to Copper Hills, an empty possession for Bingham to start the fourth quarter, still down by 1. Copper Hills back in possession with Barker. Barker gets it to Marston. Lobs it back out to Barker. Barker plays it to Bush. Bush across to Marston. Marston drives underneath. Ball put up and in by Ella Creer. The junior with a big bucket there. 35-32. 7:11 left to go. Horsley drives on the other end. Ball put up. No good. Rebounded by Barker. Barker brings it in. Crosses the timeline. And now here's the Grizzlies with Marston. Marston gets it to Ledger. Ledger across to Marston, who plays it to Barker. Barker now back to Bush. Bush to Ledger. It's Bush. Bush on the wing, guarded by Horsley. Underneath to Barker. Barker kicks it out to Abby Bush, who goes for 3 off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Barker. Kicks it out. Creer puts it up, can't get it to drop. Casperson brings the ball in for the Bingham Miners. Here's Finau. Finau will play it to Horsley. That's Roberts for 3, no good. And now Barker on the other end. Barker, ball put up, no good. Rebounded by Horsley. Horsley trying to get it out, does. That was Roberts on the rebound. And a timeout taken by the Bingham Miners. 6:03 left to go in the fourth. It's a 35-32 lead for the Grizzlies as we take a step aside here on the Rewind Sports Network. Ball back in play as we resume action in the fourth quarter. It's a 3-point game, 35-32. Copper Hills lead it. Roberts will leave it for Finau. Finau spins into the paint. Ball put up, no good. Huge defensive effort by Abby Bush, and then the whistle. And a foul called. Finau called for the foul, her 4th of the night. Finau quickly heading to the bench now for a breather. Roberts will join her. Substitution as well for the Copper Hill Grizzlies. Frazier back into the game. Barker here with possession for the Grizzlies. Gets it to Ledger. Now back to Ledger. Underneath to Barker. Barker looking for options. Now Frazier. Ledger. Bush. Underneath, Frazier. Marston. Across to Ledger. Nice passing here for the Grizzlies. Happy to watch the clock tick away, setting up their opportunity. 5 on the shot clock with 4, with 3. Puts it up. Marston for 3. Can't get it to go. Casperson comes up with possession, but the whistle and a foul called. Barker with foul number 2. Second team foul for the Grizzlies as well. Ball coming up now with Bingham. Horsley crosses the timeline, kicks it out to Blanchard. Here's Horsley, drives, ball put up, no good. Rebound brought in by Barker. Barker gets it to Bush, Bush underneath to Frazier. Frazier tries to drive up the baseline, gets it back out to Barker, who puts it up and gets it to go. Huge 2 points there from Barker. Extends this lead 37-32. Ball on the other end. The whistle and a foul called. Well, the Grizzlies bench does not agree with that one, but nevertheless, a foul called as Legger called for the foul. Horsley, free throw, no good. Second free throw coming up here for Horsley. Substitution prior to was Johnson back into the game for the Grizzlies. Second free throw here for Horsley is up, and it's good. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Horsley now with 12. Leading scorer for the Bingham Miners. Down 33-37. Barker gets it out of trouble. Frazier pulls up. Jumper. It's good. Aspen Frazier adds another 2 for the Grizzlies. It's 39-33. 4:07 left to go. Blanchard is all the way around, tries to get it up. I'll say it came off of Abby Bush on the defensive effort. And it goes out of bounds and will remain Bingham ball. Prior to substitutions for the Miners as Roberts back into the game, as well as Iman Finau, who will head to the baseline to trigger the inbound. We'll leave it for Richardson. 21 on the shot clock. Richardson lobs it into Finau. Finau gets it across to Horsley. Horsley back out to Finau. Finau plays it to Roberts. Horsley tries to bring it in. Instead, it goes out of bounds off of Horsley. And it's a turnover for the Miners. Copper Hills getting the ball back with 3:52 left to go. Barker plays it to Frazier. Underneath to Barker. Barker takes it to the rim, puts it up and in. Copper Hills building themselves a cushion here late in the fourth. It's 41-33. Ball put up, no good, but the whistle and a foul called. Horsley heading back to the line for free throws as Barker called for the third foul of the night. Ball is up, ball is good. 41-34 as it stands. Substitutions for Bingham as well. Ball is up, ball is good. 2 for 2 on that trip to the line. 41-35. Bingham trying to cut into this lead. Copper Hills here with the ball as they look to extend it. 30-23. A whistle and a timeout taken by the Copper Hill Grizzlies with 3:23 left to go. Number 1, Copper Hills up 41-35. Don't go anywhere. The conclusion of this one when we return. Huntsman Center is the place as we welcome you back in here to the Rewind Sports Network. Alex Napple is here with you. 3:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. We resume action after the Copper Hills timeout. They lead it. Trying to hold on to this lead and book their ticket to the 6A championship game where the Lone Peak Knights await. Marston. Frazier gets it to Barker. Barker drives, but the whistle and a foul called. Roberts called for the foul. Second foul for Roberts. Second team foul for the Bingham Miners here in the fourth. 3:02 left to go. Copper Hills will inbound on the sideline here as ball comes into Barker. Barker gets it to Bush. Guarded by Littlewood, and Littlewood commits the foul. Her first. Bingham doing their best to try to get the ball back as they trail. Bush across to Barker. Guarded by Horsley. Double teamed. Barker in trouble. Tries to get it away. Instead, a whistle and a timeout taken. Another timeout taken by Copper Hills. 2:42 left to go. We'll take a quick step aside here on the Rewind Sports Ball with 2:42 left to go. I want to take this time to remind you that this game brought to you by Tap Bank, home of Tap Spend Rewards checking account with 3.5% annual percentage yield on your account balance and 1% cash back on eligible purchases. It's a big deal. Member FDIC. Abby Bush with possession to Barker, back to Bush. Bush kicks it out. Johnson in the corner, 4-3 off the back iron, no good. Comes out to Marston. Marston gets it to Barker. Barker to Marston. Marston drives to the lane. Back to Frazier. Frazier puts it up and gets it to go. 2 on the board for Aspen Frazier, 43-35. Copper Hills extending their lead. Horsley puts it up, can't get it to drop. Casperson comes up with the rebound. Second chance opportunity, no good. And Barker will bring the ball up for the Grizzlies. Marston. Ball goes out of bounds. And will remain Copper Hills ball. Substitutions prior to the inbound. Blanchard back in, Richardson back in for the Bingham Miners. 1:52 left to go. Barker crosses the timeline, gets it to Marston, back to Barker. Barker across to Bush. Bush all by herself, 4-3 off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Frazier, tangled up. And the foul called. This one will go against Richardson. Richardson called for her first foul. It goes Copper Hills ball, and another whistle and another foul as Roberts commits the foul on Frazier, trying to get the ball back quickly. And now Frazier will head to the line. That's team foul number 5 for Bingham. Frazier here at the line to try to make this a 10-point game. First free throw's up, first free throw no good. 43-35, Copper Hills still lead it. Second free throw's up, second free throw is good. And it's 44-35. Ball coming up the other way with Horsley. Horsley puts it up, gets it to go, and the foul. Much needed bucket by Horsley as she just drives to the lane. Ball put up, Barker with the foul. And Barker will head to the line at a chance here on a 3-point play. Big opportunity to try to add another and continue to cut into this lead. Free throw's up, free throw is good. It's 44-38, 1:33 left to go. Whistle as a foul is called against Richardson. And quickly heading down the other way to the free throw line is the Copper Hill Grizzlies.
In the bonus, Aspen Frazier shoots 2 shots.
Aspen Frazier will head to the line for free throws, and not what you want for the Bingham Miners. Frazier, ball is up, ball is good. First free throw made by Frazier. .133 left, second free throw's up, second free throw no good. Rebound wrestled down by Richardson. Richardson will get it to Horsley. Horsley quickly going down the other way for the Bingham Miners. Kicks it out. Blanchard blocked by Baker. Excuse me, Barker, as Barker comes up huge. Denies Blanchard from getting off a three. And with 1:24, Bingham to inbound. A three from Horsley, no good. Rebound brought in by Frazier. Foul. That will send Skyly Barker to the line for free throws. Barker, free throw is up. Free throw no good. Blanchard checking back in for Bingham. Barker, free throw is up, and it's good. 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Makes it a 10-point lead here for the Grizzlies. Stolen away, Marston comes up with possession and is fouled by Richardson. Marston will now head to the line for free throws. With 52 seconds left, Marston free throws coming up.
At the line for 2 shots, number 13, Ayla Marston.
Free throw is up. Free throw is good. And a second free throw coming up here for Marston. Substitutions as Roberts, Emmeline Roberts checks in for Horsley. And Horsley, it's a big old embrace from head coach Hector Marquez over there on that far sideline. As with 52 seconds left, the timeout taken. Copper Hills here in control. In the final moments of this one, this is again region rivals who knew each other very well. Copper Hills got the best of Bingham in the first matchup, 53-44. Copper Hills took the second one, 56-46. Had a chance here at the rematch in the state semifinals game. The third time, unfortunately, not the charm here for the Bingham Miners. 50-38 as the timeout is taken. Copper Hills with the first round bye took down number 16 American Forks 67-33. Took down Mountain Ridge number 8 46-32. And now here again with the lead as the number 1, just seconds away from a matchup with Lone Peak. Roberts into Blanchard. Blanchard for Bingham with 45 seconds left. Now Roberts plays it to Richardson. Richardson drives, ball put up, no good. Marston with the rebound, and ball brought down. About a second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Barker will hold with 25 seconds left. The clock begins to tick, tick, tick away for the Grizzlies. Celebrations on the bench already. The team's heading back with 11 seconds left. That will do it. The number 1 in the RPI is heading to the state championship game where they will take on the Lone Peak Knights, number 1 versus number 7. That's the matchup. Shot clock violation, and with 1.9, Bingham here will get the ball in. The buzzer, and that'll do it. Copper Hills takes down Bingham again, 50-38 the final score. And Copper Hills is heading to the 6A state championship game, taking down the Bingham Miners, number 1 versus number 7, Lone Peak. That's going to do it for us here on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Don't go anywhere. 5 6A girls basketball action coming up next. That's going to do it for me, Alex Napolis. Big shout out to Dane, who did our stats, did some camera work and scoreboard work. Big shout out to Vince and Austin on the cameras. And again, don't go anywhere. 5A basketball coming up next here on KSLSports.com.